Imagine navigating the world without a compass, GPS, or even a reliable map. No satellites above, no signals below, only horizon and hope. Yet our ancestors dared to cross oceans wider than empires, guided by nothing but the rhythms of earth and sky. For centuries we called it luck or divine favor, but behind the myths lies a hidden science, a mastery of nature that turned the planet itself into a living map. How did they do it? How did Polynesians, Phoenicians, Arabs, Greeks, and Vikings chart worlds unseen, long before silicon and circuitry? Tonight, we unlock the forgotten blueprints of human navigation, when courage was the compass, and knowledge, the true north. If you're new here, welcome to Stone Tablets, where the lost brilliance of the ancients still shines. Subscribe and sail with us through the wisdom that built our world. Chapter 1. Beyond the Compass. Early Cosmic Cartography. Before the first ship touched open sea, humanity looked to the sky. When the sun sank, the heavens awakened, a celestial map of fire and rhythm. The North Star, Polaris, held steady through millennia. Constellations rose and set like clockwork, whispering direction to those who listened. On the Nile, Egyptian sailors charted the flooding seasons through Sirius, the star of renewal. Its first dawn rising foretold the river's swell, guiding harvests and voyages alike. Navigation began as devotion, astronomy as prayer. In Mesopotamia, priest astronomers etched cuneiform tablets of star paths. They measured the heavens with astonishing precision, mapping risings and settings that foretold both weather and war. Every angle, every arc, became a coordinate of survival. Centuries later, Greek scholars transformed observation into geometry. Eratosthenes measured Earth's circumference using only shadows. Hipparchus devised celestial coordinates, latitude before the word existed. The heavens had become a grid, and the world a solvable puzzle. Sailors learned to trust the stars more than rumors of land. A single misread constellation meant disaster. Yet in those silent skies, they found constancy, proof that the universe itself could be reasoned with. Chapter 2. Ocean's Secrets. Reading the water far from Greece, in the endless Pacific, the Polynesians mastered an ocean so vast it dwarfed nations. They sailed double-hulled canoes thousands of miles, guided by memory, wind, and wave. No metal, no maps, only mind. Their secret was etak, imagining islands as moving beneath fixed stars. As the stars drifted overhead, navigators held the illusion that the world itself was in motion, transforming the night sky into a living coordinate grid. They felt direction through the rhythm of swells, reflections bouncing off unseen islands. To them, the ocean spoke. Its surface ripples were letters, its currents, sentences. What we call instinct, they called listening. In the darkest nights, glows of plankton betrayed shallow waters. Fish changed course near land, seabirds vanished far from shore. Every flicker and feather was data, logged in memory across generations. Young navigators trained for decades, memorizing thousands of star paths and wave patterns through chants. Knowledge wasn't written, it was sung. Each voyage added a verse to humanity's oldest ocean textbook. Chapter 3: Landmarks and Lore. Earth's Natural GPS. Before ink and parchment, memory was map. Mountains, reefs, and wind corridors became verses in oral epics. To travel was to recite the world aloud, each landmark a syllable in Earth's own language. In the far north, Viking mariners sailed between fog and ice. They read the sun's shadow on a stick at noon, or glimpsed direction through a translucent sunstone crystal that split light even through clouds. With these humble tools, they reached a new world, Vinland, 5 centuries before Columbus. In Polynesia and Micronesia, islands were remembered in rhythmic chants. A melody might encode 200 waypoints, reefs, currents, bird flights. To forget a verse was to lose the path itself. Across the Sahara and Arabian sands, traders used stars by night and dunes by day. Winds carved landmarks that shifted yet spoke a pattern. Camels walked it like clockwork. They read the desert as others read the sea. Knowledge flowed through generations without ink or compass. Each explorer carried the voices of ancestors, a living archive of wind, rock, and tide. Their maps were human minds, and they were rarely wrong. If these stories move you, leave a like. It helps this voyage reach others who still look to the stars for direction. Share this wisdom, and let more seekers find their bearings in the ancient light. Chapter 4: Tools of the Trade. Ingenious inventions. From Arabia came the kamal, a small wooden card in a cord of knots. Held to the eye, it measured the angle between horizon and Polaris, revealing latitude within a ship's width. Simple, portable, revolutionary. Greek ingenuity met Islamic precision to forge the astrolabe, the analog computer of the medieval world. By tracing the heavens on brass, mariners could find time, distance, even the direction of Mecca and of home. Recovered from a shipwreck off Greece, this intricate gear-driven marvel predicted eclipses and planetary motion. It stands as proof that ancient minds engineered what we only rediscovered 2,000 years later: celestial computing. In China, scholars studying lodestones found that a needle aligned itself north-south. By the Han Dynasty, they shaped this curiosity into the first magnetic compass, a silent arrow that turned the invisible field of Earth into direction itself. Chapter 5: The Great Voyages. Proof of Mastery. Long before European empires, the Phoenicians traced Africa's rim under Pharaoh Necho. Their cedar ships hugged coastlines by day and followed Canopus by night, reading the color of the sea and the flight of birds. They returned 3 years later, sun-darkened and victorious, having proved that oceans could be circled, not feared. Arab and Persian mariners transformed the Indian Ocean into a highway of spices and ideas. Using monsoon winds as engines, they timed departures with lunar calendars and steered by rising stars from Zanzibar to Calicut to Canton. The sea connected 3 continents centuries before maps agreed they touched. In the 15th century, the Chinese admiral Zheng He commanded treasure fleets so vast they dwarfed European caravels. Guided by magnetic compasses, star charts, and clocked water timers, they reached Arabia and Africa with gifts, not conquest. Navigation had become diplomacy, written on waves. From the fjords of Norway to the icy edge of Newfoundland, Norse explorers rode latitude like a road. They followed whales, drifting ice, and the sun's noon arc. Their bravery stitched the North Atlantic together, proving that no latitude was too cold for human curiosity. Legends tell of Abubakar II of Mali sending fleets westward across the Atlantic in the 1300s. Whether they reached new lands or vanished into myth, they reveal a truth. Exploration was never owned by one civilization. Every shore launched dreamers toward the horizon. Chapter 6. Echoes of Exploration. Legacy of Ingenuity. Modern GPS may hum with satellites, but its soul is ancient. The same triangles used by Hipparchus and the same time-distance reasoning of Arab astronomers underpin today's algorithms. The ancients mapped the cosmos. We mapped the code. In 1976, a Polynesian canoe named Hokulea sailed from Hawaii to Tahiti without instruments, guided by stars and tradition. Its success reignited pride in ancestral science and humbled a world of compasses, proving that knowledge buried in song could still command an ocean. To navigate without machines required stillness. The mind became an instrument more delicate than any compass, perceiving micro shifts of wind, light, and temperature. Ancient mariners trained awareness until it merged with environment. They didn't control nature. They conversed with it. Each civilization shaped its navigation to its world. Reeds on the Nile, canoes in the Pacific, dhows on the monsoon seas, longships in northern gales. Adaptation was innovation, a reminder that technology begins with listening to one's environment. For the ancients, to know one's way was to know one's place in the universe. Orientation wasn't just geographic, it was spiritual. The pole star was constancy, the compass, a moral metaphor. Navigation taught alignment of ship, mind, and soul. Chapter 7. The Age of Rediscovery. When Europe's Age of Discovery dawned, it inherited tools already ancient. Astrolabes became sextants, camals became cross-staffs, and magnetic compasses found homes in every captain's chest. What was called new discovery was, in truth, rediscovery of global wisdom. Mercator's projection flattened the globe onto parchment, but it began with those who had once memorized coastlines in verse. Maps replaced memory, yet behind each line was a 1,000-year echo of sung directions and starlit reckoning. The struggle to measure longitude was the final frontier. The invention of the marine chronometer in the 18th century closed the loop the ancients had begun. Precision of time turned to precision of place. The heavens had guided. Now, time itself became a star. When we launch satellites today, we repeat the act of raising eyes to the sky. The beeps from orbit are modern constellations, pulsing in mathematical rhythm, the same harmony the ancients heard in Orion's march or the moon's pull. From river reeds to radio waves, From stone to silicon, the thread of human navigation never snapped. It only refined. Each era added an instrument, but the melody remained the same. Curiosity in pursuit of orientation. The ancients once mapped the heavens to find themselves. Today we map ourselves to find the heavens. If this journey through their genius moved you, subscribe to Stone Tablets and keep walking the timeless path of wisdom. Remember, every tool we invent begins as awareness sharpened by wonder. Look up tonight. Find Polaris, feel the air, listen to the waves of wind through trees. You are surrounded by the same signals that guided the first explorers. The stars still rise where they always have. Technology may guide our steps, but awe must guide our hearts. The compass was born of curiosity, and that curiosity remains our truest north. To navigate the unknown is to trust the universe and ourselves. The ancients did not conquer the world, they harmonized with it. Let their wisdom remind us that the greatest journey is not across oceans, but within. Stone Tablets presents Ancient Navigation, Unlocking Pre-GPS Global Exploration. Wherever you wander, may the stars still guide you home.